For our first task, we're going to create an assignment. So in the first steps video, I talked about how you're going to do the majority of your work in the classwork tab. So open up your Google Classroom. Up here at the top, go to classwork, and you're going to want to click on create, this create button up in the top left-hand corner. You have all of these different options. We're going to stick with an assignment right now. We'll talk about the difference in between these in a different video, but for now, simply click assignment. So when you see this creation page, what you need to do first is create a title. Example assignment. This can be whatever right now, especially if this is your first time using Google Classroom or this is your student's first time using Google Classroom. Keep it something relatively low stakes. Don't ever try to teach with the tool when you're trying to teach the tool. The instructions down here are optional. I think it's always a good idea to put things here, even if students don't read it, because some might, and it's not going to take you that much more time. So you can format your different options down here. That's relatively new as of this recording. If you already have a material created, so you can imagine that you're in a physical classroom and you want to hand out something to your students. If you already have that made, you can simply come up here and you can find it in your Google Drive, or you can upload it from your computer. So you could find something here. You can also find like links to outside websites, upload files directly from your computer, or link YouTube videos here. You kind of aren't really limited to what you can give to students. You can also create something on the fly. So if I wanted to create a Google Doc right here, you will see that it's going to attach that to that assignment, and it's going to open this up here for me. So I could click in here, I could type something and create on the fly, title this, close out of this, and notice it is now attached to this Google Classroom assignment. So if I click on this, it's going to open up that Google Doc. So then I have this option over here. I can decide what kind of permission I want to give to my students. So this is pretty self-explanatory. View, they can just look at it. They can't make any changes to it. Edit it, that's like you gave the same sheet of paper to every single kid, one piece of paper. They can all edit the same thing. Then make a copy for each student as if you ran it through the copy machine and gave each kid their own individual assignment. So just working over here, left to right, you can assign which class you want to give this to. So you have access to all of your different Google Classrooms over here. So you can assign it to more than one at a time, or maybe you just have the one classroom and you can leave it there. You can decide, if I had multiple students in this class, which individual students I wanted to give this to, or just select all students. You can change the point value to whatever you want. Giving it a due date is a good idea. However, this comes with some other implications that you need to know about, which we will talk about in later videos down below. For now, I am just going to give it this due date and give it the default time, but we'll talk more about that a little bit later. Topics are ways to organize your Google Classroom. It's always a good idea to give your assignments a topic. Again, we will talk about that in a later video. For now, we're just kind of following directions. And we're going to skip rubric here for now. Then I simply hit assign. We're going to wait. You get a look at my pretty face while we sit here on camera. And boom, there's our assignment. When my student logs in here, they will see this example assignment. They'll have their own copy of this document, and then they can view everything that I posted there. If you want to see your student work, you can simply click on this, and all of your students would pop up over here. So our next video is going to be, what does that look like from a student's perspective?